In my first video I stated there's just a 30 FPS mode on the Xbox Series X and probably as well on the PlayStation 5, and this was true back then. But there was either a bug on my Xbox Series X or maybe they patched the game with a hotfix, but I couldn't find any difference actually in terms of the patch note or the version. It's still 1.2. What I think actually triggered something was changing settings on the Xbox. Because now I can confirm the game on the Xbox Series X runs in at least 40 FPS with the 120 Hz option enabled. What I can't verify right now is how much more frames you get when you activate VRR, because I can't measure this. So I have done a very quick measurement with teardrops, and if you ever worked with this program, you know you need actually lossless footage to record FPS. So it's really just a very quick video, but it's actually almost 10 GB big. But anyway, I can prove now it's 40 FPS in the 120 Hz mode. Most likely a little bit higher the frame rate when you activate VRR. But again, I like to show you actually or tell you what I have done to get more frames. And this is really curious because when I made my first video, there was literally no difference between the 60 Hz mode and the 120 Hz mode on my Xbox Series X. And I switched very often between 60 and 120 Hz. I connected it to the CX. There was literally no difference, and it was clearly 30 FPS. I mean, this stuttering and shuttering, that's how it was. Then, because a couple of people in the comment section said, hey, it runs uncapped with up to 40, 45, whatever, 50 FPS. And I say, no, it does not. I mean, it does, but it didn't. I started testing with teardrops here. This is teardrops, and if you are a little bit familiar with teardrops, you need a lossless format. That's why I just have this anyway. To record teardrops or to do all my testing, I changed the resolution on the Xbox to get 120 Hz to my Elgato or into my Elgato capturing card, because 4K 120 Hz doesn't work, and I was going to record 120 Hz gameplay sequence to see if there's a difference in terms of frame rate compared to the 60 Hz version. I have done this, and because of this I had to change it to 1080p, and I changed of course 60 and 120 Hz also. And after I finished my recording, I connected my Xbox back to the CX here in the background, and I started the game again, and it was set to 1080p 120, and it was better. It was much smoother. I was like, this is unbelievable. I changed it to 60 Hz and it was back to the old, very bad, stuttering, ugly 30 FPS. So something triggered maybe the game or whatever to actually activate the 40 FPS. I don't know what. Well, really, maybe they put a hotfix out. I can't believe this, because version is still 1.2.0. So anyway, give it a try. If you have the same issue, change your Xbox to 1080p 60 Hz, restart your Xbox please, go into the game, have a look how it looks like. It should be looking terrible because 30 FPS. Close the game, change the Xbox to 120 Hz, do not change the resolution, okay? Start the game again, compare if it's now better, change it back to 1440p, 4K, whatever resolution you had. This, it looks like at least here, it fixed the issue. And yeah, I am going to delete my first video because it's obviously wrong now, or maybe I'll leave it open, I don't know. Anyway, this game runs now with at least 40 FPS in the 120 Hz mode, and most likely a little bit higher when you activate VRR. That's good news. I'm still not happy with the motion blur because it's still a little bit too much in my opinion, even you turn it off. But anyway, much better news, 40 FPS, that's just better.